Motivation really is there's a definition I heard which I really love. It's a journey from apathy, I don't want to do it, from apathy to tenacity to willpower to we are doing it. It's a journey. And that journey, that motivation, that journey from I don't want to do it, that apathy to I'm doing it, it's a challenging journey. And when you embrace that fact, it kind of keeps, so motivation initially starts like it's like that, and then gradually it becomes ease. You get into the flow, you flow, and I'm there. There's a part of the brain actually, the AMCC is an anterior mid cingulate cortex, something like that, and this is new science, where that is seen in the brain to be big in people like athletes and people who work hard, so to speak. And what I heard about that part of the brain is that it gets activated when you're doing something, a challenge that you have to do. So you're doing what you don't like, and you do it anyway. That part of the brain increases. Now the thing is that they've linked that part of the brain to longevity, to living longer, which means, and the moment I realized this and learned it, I started valuing my own resistance, because that resistance is the thing that activates something that keeps you alive. Okay, so what's this motivation journey? What helps you with it? Well, I talked about already prioritizing the needs of your future self. The future self is a certain version of you that you would have achieved the thing that you want to do. Now, to describe that future you, what is it you want to do? Okay? Just wipe the slate clean and fantasize about that thing. What is it I want to do? And you come to that thing you want to do without any sort of resistance at all. And then, what would not getting that feel like? So, if I don't get what I want, what would not getting it feel like for me? What does that mean to me if I don't get that thing I want? And what is guaranteed to not get me what I want? So which of my behaviors or habits is guaranteed to not get me the thing I want? Know that. So because when you know what inactivity feels like, and you know what achievement feels like, then you've already created a potential. There's a movement that needs to happen. Because when you're then in the place of making a choice, it's almost unsentimental. This is what I want and what it will feel like to get that. Always know what that will feel like. And that feeling, you could always find it in the now, by the way. So what would it feel like when I achieve that body weight I want? What would it feel like when I achieve that career goal I want? What would it feel like when I achieve that, whatever it is, insert anything that I want? You know it. You know what it will feel like. Who else has done it? What does it feel like when I think about this person? Is there anything I can learn about them? All of those good stuff. You get that? What would it feel like not to get it? You get that? Okay? And then you tilt the odds to your favor by making it a choice. A choice to override your own resistance. And then you stay consistent. Okay? Because people who are successful are not really the smartest people, right? They're not. Successful people are simply people who have stayed true to what they want to do. The thing they have in common is consistency. And if you look at it as a habit, what does the habit of consistency look like? The habit of consistency looks like getting good with the small stuff. The habit of consistency looks like moving in the direction of what you want to achieve and making it a journey of success. In other words, finishing things, those little things that are along your path. Okay? That's consistency. Now, here's the thing. When you identify the thing that is going to stop you from getting what you want, the habits that are in the way of it, okay? So, the habits that cause you to give up, to not finish stuff, to not even get on with it. what is that? What are the habits? There's got to be one of those habits that when you change it, everything changes. The keystone habit, they call it. Okay, and that's borrowed from the analogy of the old Roman architecture, where there's a keystone that everything is held on, or a cornerstone in the Jewish concept, if I remember right. So there's one habit that when you change, a lot of things will fall apart in your stoppers. Focus on that habit and remain consistent with it. Just that one thing. Because when you front load too many things you need to change, your brain will fight you very hard. But when you focus on that one, so it might be that if I sleep early, then I wouldn't spend a lot of time watching late night Netflix and nibbling, eating, munching, and maybe drinking. And if I don't do those, well, I'm not going to keep putting on weight. And I'm not going to be waking up in the morning tired. And I'm not going to be having all those inflammations in my body that make me feel unwell all the time. Etc, etc, etc. Right? Just one thing that you changed. And when you're not getting all of this, what are you getting? You're getting more sleep, your body's getting more rested, healing better, you feel more refreshed, you've got more energy. And when you've got more energy, you actually do feel motivated. Did you see where we're going with this? Okay. It might be that one habit I need to change is just don't buy that thing that I keep buying in the store. It might be that one habit I need to change is how I talk to myself. So whatever it is, the real goal here or challenge here is identify your keystone habit that when you stop it, a lot of other things will change for you. Then practice that consistently for just 21 days. If you do this for up to 21 days, what happens is initially when you start, because you've been used to this habit, the neurocircuitry concerned with it is quite strong, it's thick. Just think about it as some thick wire that is taking signal all the time. When you start practicing the new habit, just that one habit, and you do it for the first few days, your brain will go, what's going on here? And the brain doesn't like to waste energy. When it sees that, oh, okay, it looks like this is where we're going now, then it starts to automate it for you. And it's been said that it takes up to 21 days for that to happen. So by the time you get to 21 days, your brain has completely rewired that pathway, really literally remapped that behavior you want, the thing you want to achieve with the new behavior, such that your triggers have changed. And then just carry on doing it. By the time you move from that 21 days, get all the way to 100 days, you would not recognize yourself because you would have changed. And it is a change, isn't it? Okay, so this is the sort of thing that I help my clients achieve. All right, and when they start this journey, one of the things that usually comes out is, oh my goodness, I did not know I could do this. Isn't it amazing how much we can change just by changing one thing and staying consistent with it? So when you do that, when you then stay consistent with just that one habit, and you're doing all these other things I've mentioned, you will be seen as a disciplined person. Motivation will come for you all the time quite easily. Okay. If you've listened up to this point, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much. And as you click the like button and even subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share this with someone else who could benefit, just know that I do appreciate you. Thank you.